Hi guys, Toboloco here. Welcome back to our Solomon Islands gameplay. I think it's number 3, I'm fairly sure, or number 2, I can't remember. I really lost track of everything I'm doing recently. But anyway, we're carrying on. Last video, of course, we did the first part of qualification and a few friendlies as well. And we did really well to get past the first qualifying stage. If you remember, if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it before watching this video. So what we're going to do now is we're in the second stage. And we have got Tahiti to play, we have got Vanuatu and New Caledonia. So obviously the same style of teams, the same sort of star ratings and stuff, but you know, maybe slightly harder, I don't know. But at least we avoided New Zealand, which is what I was hoping to do. Now our quest continues with the Solomon Islands, and let's see if we can try and rebuild our form a little bit. Some of the players are down, some of them are up, and yeah, get past this group stage. Straight into the qualifiers then. In round 2, we are against Tahiti at home. It could be a problem actually, thinking about it, because when you play the teams that are the same rating as you, sometimes there's no comparison between them. You're basically the same rating, and obviously you cancel each other out. It's not going to be an outright loss. It's not going to be an outright win either, so you could end up frustrating yourself if you don't play well, and that's the danger I find myself in here today. That was a fantastic ball, but hang on. Oh, lots of deflections and stuff happening here in the first 5 minutes of the game. Oh, that was no good shot. Booed away by the goalkeeper. Been a funny sort of 19 minutes or so. Go on, go for the strike. It's blocked. Of course it is. It always is on this game. That's a great ball. Taleda cuts it inside. He's in the middle, kinda. He goes for the strike all over the bar. There was a lot of hassling by Tahiti on that play. There's a yellow card. So far, though, it's been quite a frustrating experience. Tahiti have held us back, and yeah, I don't know how long they're going to keep it up for. Beautiful ball. That was actually beautiful. If only the player actually had a bit of control, we could have ran through and scored something along those lines. This is so frustrating when the computer just does this. It really is. Oh my god, that wasn't the guy I wanted to. Oh my god! They just scored an own goal. What are they doing? Their goalkeeper had an absolute howler. I was about to moan like crazy then that I couldn't get the ball in. What was that all about? A tiny pass that should have been a tiny pass has turned into absolute calamity for Tahiti. Look at that. He completely miskicked it. Oh my god, there must have been a little divot in the ground. I remember England doing that against Croatia in the Euro 2008 qualifiers. Tragic scenes, but yeah, no. 1-0 up. Okay. I was about to moan. I was like, oh, you know, Tahiti are being really annoying right now. But no, now they've conceded an own goal. Out to this guy. Go for the strike. I hate it how, like, when you go for a shot, your players don't shoot immediately, and it gives the defender time to get in front of the ball. Now, I know that could work both ways. If the computer's about to shoot against me and I can block it, that's great. But when I want a quick shot, I want a quick shot, you know? Tahiti, please go away. You've been frustrating all match. If you get an equaliser, it'll be so undeserved. Corner to the Solomon Islands in the 90th minute. It's pretty much game over, but can we get a goal? No, we cannot. No, it looks like Tahiti have lost 1-0 to the Solomon Islands thanks to an own goal by the defender. The goalkeeper's fault as well for not kicking it properly. That was incredibly lucky because Tahiti in that game were out to frustrate me, and they almost did. Well, actually, they did frustrate me quite a bit. I couldn't get past them properly, and the Solomon Islands really do need to improve. They cannot rely on teams scoring own goals for them all the time. Our second match of the group stage is against Vanuatu away from home. I just checked the calendar, and I'm fairly sure I only have to play these teams twice, like I did in round 1, which is pretty cool, I guess, but it's all like sandwiched into like 1 week, pretty much all the games. It's very compact, this qualification zone, and obviously this year being 2022, because of the whole pandemic and everything, which delayed everything. Let's go, come on. Let's see if we can beat Vanuatu legit this time. Don't want to rely on own goals and stuff. I do love doing the Oceania qualification zone on FIFA World Cup games because it basically all consists of islands. It really, like, there's no super team as well in that area of the world. Like, yeah, you could make a case to say that New Zealand are the best team in Oceania by a long shot, but there are instances where, you know, the other little islands have been pretty impressive, and Vanuatu have scored. It's Fred with the goal, and it is 1-0. We cannot drop this game. We really can. Because if we do, we are out. Come on, Solomon Islands. You just know now that Vanuatu are going to sit back and defend for their lives. All they need to do is get a result out of me here, and they're pretty much through. Shot, oh, just stung the goalkeeper's hands there. I thought it was actually a foul when I did it, because the camera panned away as I shot. Into the middle, and what a goal that was. Nice one. Tonito scores just before half-time. And it is 1-1. That was a nice move. I saw him come in. I was like, surely he had to strike it. I was going to shoot then, but no, I passed it off. And that was a nice strike into the bottom corner. Well, I'm happy that we're back at level terms with Vanuatu. They were pretty annoying throughout the first half. They scored, obviously, and then they held me back for a little bit. But, yeah, no, it's been okay. All we need to do is win against them or draw. I guess that might be okay. Here we go. We're running with this guy. Get off of me, dude. Go for the strike. Yeah, nice one. And that is 2-1. That was too easy. We just flew past him and just tapped it in. Well, not tapped it in. We smashed it in, pretty much. Good ball. Here comes Fenny. And off the post. That was actually a really nice strike. It's been quite an odd game. We haven't really been able to go from goal as much as I like. Which is fine though, I guess. We're getting the job done, and that's all that matters. Well, apart from scoring those goals, either team scoring those goals, it's been, well, it's a bit of a boring game. Like, it was just a standard 2-1. So yeah, we're top of the group by 3 points. So if we beat New Caledonia or draw against them, will be through. Third match of the group stage is against New Caledonia. It's basically the same stadium as we played in Vanuatu, but instead of green, it is all red fans today. Lots of French flags in the background. Of course, they don't really use that flag anymore. So, yeah, let's go and see if we can beat New Caledonia today. New Caledonia, we've already done a run with them on this game, just a basic run. And it was good. You should go check it out if you haven't seen it already. Crossed in. That's not bad. I was about to say it wasn't a bad ball, but that wasn't bad either. I was about to say what wasn't good. I was like, hang on a sec. Go on. That was a good ball. And we scored. Nice. The goalkeeper did originally save it, but unfortunately, for him anyway, it went into the back of the net. Too powerful of a strike. And the Solomon Islands have taken a 1-0 lead. And they look like they're going to be finishing top of the group again in the second round of qualification. Goalkeeper's got it. Oh, goalkeeper clotheslined me there. You don't want that, do you? Hang on, the goalkeeper's on the floor. Oh my god, there was a lot of stuff going on there. Goalkeeper tripped over me as he came back into the goal. And I thought I'd go for it, but it's just too high. Imagine if we scored that. It's half time and we've got a slender 1-0 lead. So it's all good as long as we don't drop this game, like as in lose it, and as long as Tahiti are beating Vanuatu, which they are. Corner to the Solomon Islands. It's crossed in. Go on. Header. Yes, it's got in. Nice one. And it's Forodo. Is that how you say it? I'm not sure. He scores to make it 2-0. A basic header that just dribbles in to the bottom corner. As the game winds down, it looks like it's going to be a victory for the Solomon Islands and advancement from round 2 of qualifying in Oceania, which is just so good for Solomon Islands. We did have a little bit of a struggle against Tahiti and Vanuatu, but New Caledonia here haven't been that bad to play against. And there we go. We just beat New Caledonia 2-0. And that ensures our qualification into round 3 of Oceania. I'm not sure how it works in round 3. Do we just go up against the top team from the other group in Group B? Or is there something else? Alright, so it's advancing all the qualifications and stuff. No doubt I'll have to play a few friendly matches before I get to the 3rd round of qualifying. Alright, so it's a group. It's round 3. So I assume that it's the top 2 teams. Yes, it is. It's the top 2 teams. So Papua New Guinea actually won that group in Group B, and we won in Group A. Tahiti came 2nd, and New Zealand came 2nd as well. It looked like New Zealand might have had a little bit of a tough time in that group because Papua New Guinea basically won it outright. So yeah, we got to play Papua New Guinea, Tahiti and New Zealand, and that should be the final round of qualifying for Oceania, and then it should be a playoff. Here we go then, 3rd round of qualifying, and we are against Papua New Guinea at home. So this could be tough because they obviously won the group in the opposite group in round 2. So we've got to be careful here and make sure that we can play decent football against Papua New Guinea and New Zealand as well. What we'll do for this part of the video is we won't do all of the qualification for round 3. We'll do these 3 matches, obviously Papua New Guinea, New Zealand and Tahiti, and then we'll do them again in the next video, and then hopefully in the next video we'll have the playoffs and potentially the World Cup. Out to Toledo. He goes for it. Oh, that was a brilliant strike. I thought he actually put it over the bar, but what a strike by Toledo. And it is a 1-0. As it came into the box here, I was like, just go a little bit further. And the goalkeeper was left absolutely standing by that amazing shot. It tucked into the top corner very nicely. Look at that. Past the 2 defenders as well. And it is 1-0 to the Solomon Islands. Oh, that's a beautiful ball into the box. Oh, we almost scored. That was actually a really nice over-the-top ball. It was very discreet as well. Left the defender standing. Goalkeeper knew what was going on there. Oh, Nawo skips past his man. That was excellent play. He's crossed in. That's not bad either. Go on. Oh, that's floating. Oh, we're all over Papua New Guinea in these first 30 minutes or so. Over the top. Brilliant ball. And that was terrible, that strike there. But it's going to go to half-time. And it is 1-0 to the Solomon Islands. It could have easily been a lot more. Maybe 3-0 or something like that. Papua New Guinea has surprised me, but not in the way that you might think. Obviously, they topped the group in round 2. And I thought that they would be a better opponent than this. But it seems like we're all over them so far. It's a corner for the Solomon Islands. We've had so many shots. I've lost count on how many shots we've actually had. Because it keeps doing this. It keeps going out to this sort of distance. And I think, yeah, I'm going to strike it. But the goalkeeper just saves it all the time. Crossed in again. And it's headed out. They go for it. It just shaves the post. And the goalkeeper had a late dive to it as well. But it's only 1-0. But it's still 3 points. Despite me being a little bit disappointed with the goal scoring aspect of the match, it's still 3 points. Tahiti drew 2-2 with New Zealand. That is amazing result for me because that means I'm firmly at the top of the group. So here is the biggest match I'd say of the whole video. It's against New Zealand away from home. Decent tackle into the middle here. Solomon Islands pressing, and that wasn't a bad strike. That's our first shot of the game. And it looked like it was going to go top corner, but the goalkeeper picked it out quite nicely. Half-time, and sadly between these two, it's been pretty dull, this game. Really, really dull. Maybe like 1 or 2 highlights. Yeah, nothing doing between these two. The only positive is that we're drawing. It's just so tough to get past a team like New Zealand. Even if we do qualify for the World Cup, it might be just a group stage finish. As if we're lucky to get out of a playoff situation. This has been a pretty dull game. I'm not going to lie about this, guys. It's just... every time I attack, New Zealand can defend me quite well because they got Winston Reid at the back and I guess pretty decent defenders. And then when New Zealand go forward, they haven't really put much threat onto my goal, which is just like creates this situation where nobody's doing anything. Look, like you just glitch on players that are stronger than you. It's just so dumb. And then that player comes across and gets you. They pass it to their goalkeeper, do a lackluster kick up in the air, but they still get it. It's the same stuff for the same... Well, it's been the same thing for about 90 minutes, and it's been incredibly boring, this match. I'm just gonna let it pass because that was a dull game, a really dull game. If you're watching that in real life, I would honestly demand a refund. Final match of the group is against Tahiti. We've already played this side before, remember, in the the second playoff round even. So this should be okay this time round. I mean, the first time I reckon it was just like sort of like first match nerves and everything. We should be able to beat him here and wrap up the video in a strong position. Look at them. They're just like, yeah, we're not having the ball. We're going to do the exact same as we did to you in the first time we played you. Maybe Tahiti are going to be my rivals in this qualification series. Over the top. That's a nice ball, and that's a great save by the Tahiti goalkeeper, and he took me out. That's got to be a penalty, right? It is a penalty. No look penalty from the ref there, not even looking at the spot. And this could be a good chance for the Solomon Islands to take the lead. Boom. Yes, we did. Okay, that was quite close though. And Tutori scores to make it 1-0. Tahiti pass it back to the goalkeeper. Did they not learn from last time? I mean, I hope that happens again, just to teach them a lesson that they should not keep passing it back to their goalkeeper. I'm hoping New Zealand also drop points as well. Good turn, and a nice shot, but it's just wide. Totori running down the wing, he's crossed in, and it's headed away. Again, another uneventful sort of half, apart from the penalty that we've had. Oh, what a strike that was by Ferodo! What a hit that was, outside the box, and that is 2-0 just before half-time. I said it was a little bit boring, but now it's gotten a little bit more exciting thanks to that nice strike. It just like... It was like slow motion when I hit that. It was just so nice to see that go into the top corner. Tahiti pressing. Tackled. Bit of a boring half. Well, actually, a very boring half. Apart from the fact that Tahiti are trying to score right now, it's been incredibly boring. I know it's not good to say that as well about the matches that I'm playing right now. It's just that it's quite a slow pace, some of these matches. Other than, like, you know, the qualification series that we've done in the past. We haven't played anybody, like, too big either, apart from the friendly matches. But hopefully, in the next part, obviously, we'll clear these opponents out of the group stage when we hopefully come top of it. There we go, another basic result. And the Solomon Islands should be pretty much rooted to the top of the group at the moment. Because at half-time, Papua New Guinea were beating New Zealand, and I'm hoping that result stayed the same. Did it? Yes, it did. Wow, okay. Well, that means then that if you have a look at the group before we round this video off, we are top, and the team that we've got to watch out for now is Papua New Guinea. So Papua New Guinea have really done a number on New Zealand. It's not entirely over for all the teams, but you have to say that New Zealand, without a win in 3 matches. So anyway, if you did enjoy this video, then consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Keep it local as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.